Good morning, welcome to Sway the Spire. I pre-ordered this for digital downloads and it's available from this morning. I think it's 25 quid if you didn't pre-order. But I saw the Giant Bomb guys do a quick look of it on the PC for the unfinished version a couple months back and it looked very cool. So I thought it'd be worth picking up. I'll turn screen shake off, thanks. We'll leave the preferences as they are for now. Okay, so it's daily climbs. I guess you have to play the base game first. Complete a single run with the silence, which I'm guessing is the second character you unlock. Okay. End of combat, heal 6 HP, 5 unlocks remaining, 300 something to next unlock. Okay. I'm guessing the little bag is a shop. Yeah, merchant. I didn't even see there's actually a legend on the right hand side of the screen because I'm bad. I figure I should probably try and avoid elites on my first run given I don't really know what to expect. I think I want to go for the far left path, then right to get another campfire. Because if it's rest, it's probably useful. So if we start on the left hand side, we've got 2 question marks. Then we can go right, go to merchant, go to another question mark, go to campfire, question mark, combat, treasure, and then go up that left hand side. Seems a good plan. Okay, so block only lasts for the turn. So you can attack for 11 damage. So I can block 10 of that. Don't have enough energy to do that, so let's do a strike. Okay, so you draw a new hand each turn. Okay, so your deck will reshuffle around. Okay. Add a card to your deck. Exhausts, you only have to play it once. Wounds are unplayable status cards? I mean, if you made something vulnerable, that would deal a lot of damage. Making enemies vulnerable sounds better. Purple fire spirits. I can offer a card. Let's offer a strike. Okay, wasn't good enough. What is this guy? And more importantly, what is he doing? Probably buffing himself? End of its turn, gains 3 strength. Right. Ah, no, that's fine. It's vulnerable for another turn. Well, the ritual just means it gets stronger every turn, so you need to burn that down quickly, so. Does vulnerable stack? It just means you take 50 more damage for extra turns, so I just want to deal damage, so. Yeah. 6 points isn't going to be enough, so let's just try and block what we can. His powers were matched. Okay, so you get 2 strength for the turn, but it doesn't cost any points to use. Draw a card, put a card from your hand on top. So I'll let you mulligan, but you do use a card. So I'm going to have 4 cards to choose from then. Spike sounds useful. Getting more strength for the rest of the turn sounds pretty good. Okay. I have 127 gold, so I guess I've been getting stuff for beating bad guys. Apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable. 5 damage twice. That's just better than strike then, isn't it? Lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards. Twin Strike just seems like an upgrade to Strike. I do like the sound of that though. Applying weak and vulnerable for the turn. And it hits pretty hard too. Let's get Twin Strike and we'll get Armament. And that's pretty much all we can afford. What is this? Oh, I didn't even see these things. I wouldn't be able to afford half of them anyway. Start each combat with 10 block. Nice. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. That would be very good depending on the card you get. Whenever you shuffle your discard pile, gain 6 block. Okay, and there's potions you can get too. What does dexterity do? Yeah, I could lose 60 HP. I'll get 2 random cards though. Heal for 24 health. Upgrade a card in your deck. Yes, let's do that. Does it show me what the upgrade is before I actually use it? It does, right. So they just go from 6 to 9 damage, 5 to 8 block, 8 to 10 damage, and get 3 turns of vulnerable. Deals more damage, doesn't apply more vulnerable, gain more strength. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. I mean, upgrading every card in your hand does sound like it'd be pretty good if you get that for the rest of the match. Yeah, let's upgrade armaments. Let's upgrade a card. Yeah. No, let's upgrade Flex. Since it's free to use. I kind of wanted to go left to get along it, I get that extra campfire, but I get a campfire to the right. There's a lot of fights on a road that way. Let's go left. Okay, got some slimes. Ooh, stats effects. Acid slime, that's probably bad. Yeah, it's fine. But we killed one of the enemies, so it's going to be doing no damage to us. Weakened. Deal 25% less damage for a turn. Okay. Is that all we can do, is just do negative effects? Okay, now it's going to attack. Okay, so we'll flex first, because that's free. Well, I can't go back if I've chosen to do a thing. So let's gain 5 block and upgrade the other cards. And we'll just block this turn. Gambler's Brew. Discard that number in your card and draw that many. Okay, so it's a mulligan. So that's good. Exhaust 1 card and draw 2 cards. Okay, so I'd have to get rid of another card in the hand as well, but I get to draw 2. That's not super useful. Deal damage equal to your block. I mean, that could be useful if you're spending a turn defending. Apply 12 damage and 2 weak. I think Body Slam could be more useful there. Start each combat with 1 dexterity. Improves blocking gain from cards. Alright, sure. Remove a card from your deck and lose 7 HP. Can I check out what my deck is? I can, I got one. I mean, I could probably lose one of his standard strikes, but I'd rather not lose HP when I'm not doing that well. So a rest, then a fight, then a question mark, or 2 fights. Go for the rest, and we'll upgrade again. Can't upgrade flex, so yeah, cards can only be upgraded once. I guess. Doesn't cost anything, but you deal damage equal to your block. Yeah, okay, let's upgrade that. Renew. Negative effect and attack for 7. And the 1 dexterity only lasts for the first turn. Okay. Sure, let's gain some block, then gain some more block. Then we'll deal vulnerable. Oh no, we can't. Enough damage. That's fine. And we'll do body slam and attack. Flex. Strike. Strike. We'll block, I suppose. I was hoping to be able to kill him, but I didn't actually pay attention. It's fine. 8 damage to all enemies. didn't cost anything though. Okay, yeah, let's get anger. Thanks, my haircut's pretty nice. Okay, that just gains me energy. I'll get all your cards for the rest of combat. Yeah, no wonder that's expensive. Getting an artifact for 70 gold bucks wouldn't be the worst. Look at the artifact potion, so. Negates the next debuff. Oh, I thought it was actually like a... I thought I was getting a thing like a relic, not an artifact. That's my fault for being dumb. Steals 15 gold whenever it attacks. Good luck with that, buddy. I don't have any gold. Okay, so we'll flex. Apply vulnerable. Attack for 9 twice. Get 5 block and deal 5 damage, sure. Okay, that seems useful. Got a boss fight coming up, but I'm pretty close to max health, so let's go for an upgrade. Deal 8 damage and add a copy of the card. I mean, it is free damage, so if you get too many of them, then you don't end up with any blocks, do you? Yeah, let's go with Twin Strike upgrade. Deal 7 damage twice is pretty useful. $240 health. After receiving 30 damage, switches to defensive mode. Right. So flex first, since it's there. Apply vulnerable, gain 6 block and deal 9 damage, then body slam, I think. Whenever you play an attack, take 3 damage. So I have to attack it. Ow. Okay, so it unlocks itself. Okay, flex. Anger. We can just play everything. Okay, so it's in defensive mode. I should really try and defend before it applies Sharp Hide, because then I'm going to take damage from hitting it. I have no defensive moves. Cool beans. Oh, Anger doesn't create a copy of Anger Plus, it creates a copy of Anger. That kinda sucks. He's probably gonna kill me. That's sure I just don't have enough defensive cards in my deck for it. Oh, and now I get blocks, sure. Okay, if I attack twice, I'll die, so I should probably just block. Okay, he's got 11 health, so if I hit him for 13, I'll kill him. And I go down to 1. Well, that was a little bit closer than I'd want, really. Trophy earned, the Guardian. Trophy earned, shrug it off. I'm guessing that's for being pretty close to death. Okay, deal 4 damage to all enemies, deal heal HP equal to unblock damage. Deal 32 damage, deal 10 damage. If it kills a non-minion enemy, raise your max HP. Yeah, we'll take that. Raising your max HP sounds incredibly useful. So you get more energy every turn, but you have to avoid chests. You can no longer see enemy intents. Oh, that's not very good. Let's go with the lizard tail, so, especially since I'm almost dead. Okay, we haven't got that much money for the merchants. There's not many campfires for a while though. So I want to go left, try and get more of those campfires and rest. So I guess if we start in the far left, we can get a question mark followed by 2 enemies and a campfire, and go left for more campfires and chests. Okay. What does flight do? Take less damage for attacks. Cancelled if dealt attack damage 3 times in 1 turn. Oh, I gain all my health back. Okay, so complete a 4 gets your health back. That's useful. $14. 14. They deal a lot less damage when underground as well as taking more damage. could really do with a way of mulliganing. Enemy's intentions are unknown, not attacking. I'm guessing they'll take off again. Yeah. I kind of want to draw that feed card. I only use it once per combat, but hey, I get to use it here. It'd be pretty useful. An Iron Wave Plus you get, so yeah, let's take one of them. What you got for me? Flame Barrier. 12 block whenever you attack this turn, deal 4 damage back. I mean, it's a lot of block for 2 points, but... Ethereal, gain 10 block. Okay, so if you don't use it when it's in your hand, then it gets exhausted. Okay. Right. So you can play as many cards as you want for that turn, but then they go away. Draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. I can't afford it, that's fine. Enemies in weak combats have 25% less in P. Okay, yeah, that's 25% damage to all weak enemies, so let's go with that. And go left here. We can get the question mark, then 2 fights. Yeah, let's remove a card from a deck. Get a bit big. What do I want to get rid of? We'll have a generic strike, I think. What is this? Spheric Guardian. Block is not removed at the start of his turn. Negate 3 debuffs. So I'm guessing it's going to have some sort of body slam style thing where it's going to just, you know, hurt the heck out of me. That's armament to buff everything. Buff flex. And then we'll hit the heck out of it with what we've got. Jesus, that's a lot of block. So it's a hit for 10. I can block that. And I can twin strike up. It's going to attack for a while. Oh, frail. Might get 25% less block for 5 turns. That's a nuisance. Okay, so he needs to get rid of his artifact so we can start debuffing it. They hit me for 20 damage. I can block essentially 8 of it. Alright. It doesn't actually have much health, it just has a ton of block is all. I think it just stole my block. Try and mitigate some of the damage we're taking. Okay, so now we can deal 10 damage to it. And then we can feed it. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. Sure. A Snickle. A powerful negative effect on me. The only thing I can really do is I've got a potion for negating a debuff, but... So yeah, if we do armament first to get block and upgrades. If we play an attack this turn, gain 5 block. Then what we can do is we can gain more block and strike, and then we can deal damage equal to our block. Confusion. Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. Alright, that's a nuisance. And gain 9 block or 8 block and deal 7 damage, so let's do that. Okay, so Flex is still free, so we'll do that. Thunderclap is free, so we'll do that. And then we can defend, and we can either deal 22 damage or gain 8 block and deal 20 damage. Jesus, it's gonna hit me hard. Yeah, we'll try and keep ourselves alive. .22 damage. Okay, so defend is free. Bash is free. Ah, damn it. Can't kill him. Oof. Yeah, that confusion effect is pretty strong. One crank out in mulligan, so I suppose it's something. Yeah, I think we're going to be resting for 25 HP this time. That's okay, because there's 2 more campfires to the left. Oh god, another one of these things. And a sentry. Okay, flex. I should have armored first. Armored. Sure, I might as well. He's gonna never effect. He's gonna block. I don't need to block per se this turn. Let's try and kill the sentry because I don't know what it can do. Unplayable ethereal cards. Cool. And we'll feed on him. Fairness effect is something. He's got 54 block just now. Okay, so we flex. Okay, we can't play that one. Armaments. We'll put him down. He's whittling me down a lot faster though. Yeah, I'll just kill him. It means for the duration of combat. So what happens when you get to the end of skills? Or out of skills? Yeah, I wouldn't want that at all. Deal 2 damage 5 times. That could be pretty useful for flex, I suppose. Rest, please. "26 HP will put me to max." Kinda want that. I've taken some beatings over the course of this well. What are you guys? Centurion and a Mystic. I'm guessing you're probably going to be able to heal him. Feed plus gets you more HP as well. Right? Oh, I should use Twin Strike instead of blocking twice. That's fine. he can defend her, of course. And she can heal them both. Sure, why not? Deals 16 damage. This is P plus 4. And I got rid of that thing. Ow. These guys hit like trucks. Oh, right, they weren't power cards, skill cards. It's fine. We can upgrade them. It's going to draw 2 cards. Armaments is kind of better though, I think. Right, so we can go for 2 question marks in the fight. Oh, the question mark. The question mark was a fight. Right, this is going to be one of the situations where I want to use Artifact Potion. Because I don't want it to give me confusion. Won't be enough. Yeah, I got a range potion to replace the one I used. Oh, okay. 3 Warcry plus, so. What is this thing? Malleable. Upon receiving attack damage, gain 3 block. Block gain increases as malleable is triggered, resets the 3 start turn. So I want to try and hit it hard as opposed to repeatedly. That's going to try and do a powerful name. Right, let's do that. So let's draw 2 cards. We don't need the defense cards at the moment because we're. Let's dual wield. Captured the front. Getting our couple of twin strokes. And of course twin strike then ends up shooting me in the foot. Actually, would have been frail and weakened. Yeah, weakened down frame. Neat. I've got feet. It deals 7 damage. Of course he got 7 defense. It's okay, we can weaken him and we can feed. Gain 4 plated armor. Sure. Gain 3 vulnerable. At the start of your turn, gain energy. Okay, so you're vulnerable for 3 turns, but you'll get 1 energy for the rest of combat. Boost 3 HP, deal 14 damage. High weaken vulnerable. Costs a lot to use. Let's try Berserk, so. I mean, enemies are generally making me vulnerable anyway, so. That's it. Double campfire. Gain some health back. Then we can smith. And we upgrade. Gain 5 block. Gain 2 vulnerable. Would make that a lot more useful. Fees doing more damage and you get more max HP would be nice. We gained 16 max HP over the course of the thing using, or 15 max HP with feed, so it's not the worst ability. Let's improve Berserk, because only reducing the number of turns that you're vulnerable for while getting the same beneficial effect is probably going to be useful. Right, time for the next boss, so... Given how close the first boss came to kill me to 1 HP, I'm sure this will go well. He's got 420 health? Right. Make him vulnerable for the next couple of turns, so... Instead of worrying about dealing damage this turn. Okay, he buffed his strength by 2. He's going to attack for 18 damage. Maybe this isn't a good time to get myself vulnerable, is it? Better get out of the way. Upgrade our cards. Okay, he's only actually deal 4 damage this time because we have the block. That's 1 turn of vulnerable used as well. Does Berserk only last for 2 turns? Because it looks like it has a timer. Or is that just showing that Berserk has been used once? It's not clear. Right, we'll upgrade our cards. Get more block. And then we will body slam to deal 14 damage. And then hit him for a bit. Oh, he makes me more vulnerable as well. Great. Warcry Plus, and we'll put the Warcry on top of the hand. Okay, we got Flex, but we only have 1 attack to use with us. So it's not the best, frankly. I guess we'll just block for this turn. And you know what? We're not likely to be able to kill him with this, so let's just hit him. He just taunts me and that's it. My attack is down for 2 turns. That's fair. Ah, jeez. He's going to block and use a buff. Might as well give him a turn of vulnerable. And we'll block. There's nothing else to do. Metallicize. What? At the end of its turn, gain 5 block. Right. He's just making me vulnerable the whole damn time. Okay, we'll get some more block up. It's gonna hit for 27 damage. Negative effects. Well, you know what? If I die, I can't use these anyway. Let's prevent that negative effect. Flex. Block. Gain more block, and we'll body slam him for 20 damage. I can choose everything. Cool. Block, deal damage, twin strike, and body slam. The good news is I've got him down to half health. The bad news is he's gotten me down to half health and he's hitting me a lot harder. Try and make him vulnerable for future turns. I'm going to take a heavy hit, but it might be all we can do. Let's use this plated armor. I don't know what that does. At end your turn, regain 4 block. Receiving unblocked damage reduces plated armor by 1. Okay. I can make copies of Flex, can I? It says it... power. Yeah, I don't have a power hat strikes. Armaments. Flex. I'm just hitting for 17 apiece. Sure. He removed the vulnerability. Cool. He's got plus 27 times 2? Oh, okay, that's gonna hurt, is what I'm gonna go with. I think I could be dead here. Yep. Blizzard Tail is used, I got half my health back. He's still hitting for 30 damage. Okay, let's apply vulnerable. And we'll use Iron Wave to get some block and deal some damage. And we'll try and just whittle him down before he kills us. Plate armor's almost gone. We got him now. No? 4 health. He's gonna buff himself, but that's fine. He's on 4 health. Yeah, if I didn't kill him this turn, he would have killed me. Okay, he's not messing around. Fear Potion applies to be vulnerable. Trophy earned the champion. Block is not removed at the start of your turn. Start your turn, lose HP and draw a card. No. Yeah, Barricade is a useful looking power. Elites drop additional relics when defeated. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. We're currently getting 4 energy, 5 if we have Berserk, so that's okay. Start your turn, draw 2 additional cards, but you start your combat confused. That's very luck based. We haven't been going after elites to get additional relics, and maybe that's the mistake I've been making. I should have been going for elites in the first 4 to try and get better stuff. But I like the idea of the Velvet Choker. I mean, I'm generally not going to be playing 6 cards a turn anyway, because I'm going to be drawing 5 for the most part, but just getting more energy. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Left side is 4 fights, question mark, campfire, then an elite. And an elite. So I have 2 fights, 2 question marks, a shop, question mark, fight, campfire, chest, campfire, question mark, fight, campfire, fight, campfire. Alright, so we want to go down this left hand side, this middle side here. Okay. Lifelink. If other enemies are still alive, revives in 2 turns at half health. Oh. Okay, so I have to kill all 3 of them in one go. Sure, why not? See, we'll Berserk. Then we can probably just go defensive here. We can deal more damage. Take him one. Putting 2 copies of Feed into my hand would be pretty good. They're probably going to revive, but I'll get to increase my max HP. Oh, Feed didn't trigger because they're not actually dead. Because of the lifelink thing. Ah, that would have been useful to know. See, I thought the Feed would have triggered and given me +6 health, and then he would have came back, sure, whatever, but no. They're not dead until they're actually dead. Fine. On the plus side, with Barricade giving me more armor every turn, it's going to be hard for them to whittle me down anymore. It's going to be a case of just whittling them down to the point where I can actually kill them. Alright, now we can just body slam them all to death. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. 1b6 armor. Yeah. Yeah, Barricade and Body Slam seems like it'd be a pretty good way to go if you can build a deck around them. At the end of your turn, gain 4 block, yeah. That's pretty good. What are these? Spiker, Exploder, and Repulsor. Explodes in 3 turns, dealing 30 damage. Alright, that gives me a target then. Oh, okay. These cards, that's a nuisance. Okay, let's upgrade what we have. Metallicize. 7 damage and vulnerable to all enemies will kill all the Exploder. And of course if I give myself shields before I attack the Spiker, then I won't take damage from it. Yeah, it'd be more efficient to do Iron Wave 3 times. Okay, these guys aren't actually that threatening then. Okay, we can feed on him. You have to get rid of these dazed cards. These long pauses at the end of my turn as the game's kind of figuring out what to do with the dazed cards is kind of disorienting. Like a pass my turn game. Do you want to do something? Is it because I'm hanging up here? Maybe it is. Is it... all that thing does is just defend itself? I mean, in fairness, it's dealing 9 damage back, so the thorns are getting to be a bit... I don't want to say the word prickly, but it's prickly. So I can just stack up my block first. And murder it. Draw 4 cards, you can't draw additional cards this turn. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, deal 20 damage. I mean, that could be kind of useful if you get a lot of those dazed cards. Deal 9 damage and draw a card. Yes, that sounds good. Let's go for these question marks. Oh dear. I'll lose defend plus. Whispering voices. Oh great, they're all bad things. Receive Madness, lose 12 HP. Reduce the cost of a random card in your hand to 0 this combat. Exhaust. I mean, those sound like pretty useful cards actually. If you use other cards in your hand and get something that's expensive down to 0. Become Cursed Writhe. Unplayable and heal 25 HP. Retrace your steps, lose 5 max HP. I kinda need my HP at the moment though, don't I? Let's just retrace our steps. That's fine. We'll get that back from feeding. What you got for me? Anger, Cleave. Gain 9 walk, exhaust a card in your hands. An arm italicize. Dark Shackles. Enemy loses 15 strength this turn. I don't really have anything at debuffs apart from the vulnerable thing, so I can't afford these. Every 6 rounds gain intangible. Oh, okay. Lose 15 block on all your block. Start your turn and gain 2 strength, and all enemies gain 1 strength. I mean, you're getting twice as much strength as they are. You know what? Sure, why not? It'll probably come back and bite me and I'll die a horrible death, but it'll be fun. Yeah, let's remove a card from our deck. Our deck is getting a bit big. What do I want to lose? Get rid of one of the strikes again. Okay. Spire Guardian is definitely a nuisance, but we need to get rid of those two things first. It seems like upgrading and then barricading would be the best thing to do here. And barricade gets reduced in cost once upgraded, so yeah. Okay. And we can pommel strike and draw 2 more cards. Yeah, let's hit the exploder. Then we can Warcry. We can put Bash on top of our deck. Get Berserk. Yes. Though that means we're taking a lot of damage this turn. I'm better off just blocking. Oh, well, not a fair anyway. Yeah, let's Berserk. Watch as I die now. 18. Okay, let's feed on the exploder. And then we will bash the repulsor. Iron Wave it. And we'll block. Italicize, Warcry, let's put armaments on top for next turn. Then we can Iron Wave, we can kill off the repulsor, we can just block and deal 26 damage. Armaments, dual wield, get more twin strikes. Wait, if every card in your hand is an attack, deal 14 damage. I don't really want any of those. Oh, I can actually skip. Okay, I can just skip. Got it, thanks. I want to skip those cards. Right. And dear God, yes, we'll rest, I think. Starts combat 1 8 strength. Sure, yep. And this time we will smith. What are we going to improve? We can make barricade cheaper. Would be useful. Pommel strike, you draw more cards. Warcry draws more cards. Feet does more damage. Rage gets you more block. To improve barricade, make it cheaper. Okay, what are these things? Jaw worms. Oh, they were in first level, weren't they? Given you guys are already hitting me for 15 and you intend on blocking and getting buffs, I think maybe I shouldn't use Berserk here. These guys hit like trucks. Me giving them more strength isn't really helping because all they do is attack. Okay. Yeah, giving these things strength is absolutely murdering me. Good job me picking that skill. Relic, you know what I mean. Gain 2 energy sounds a little bit more useful. I'd take True Grit, because we might be able to exhaust like a Dazed card or something might be useful. Wait, what? A transient. 999? He dies in 5 turns? What? Upon losing HP, it loses that much strength until the end of the turn. Okay, so he hits for 31 damage, but the more damage you deal to him, the less damage he was going to deal to you. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's a lot less scary than I thought. I can't deal damage to him. I should have done the apply vulnerable first. He gains more strength every turn as well, which is kind of... wow is the word I'm going to go with. Okay, that was scary, but we survived. Deal 8 damage to all enemies X times. Gain 2 energy and exhaust. Deal 4 damage. 5 overall. I mean, the more energy you got, the more damage that's going to deal. Gaining energy is probably better. Only works once though. I'll try Whirlwind. See how that goes. I think we're going to go ahead and rest again here. Now, do I want to take on the elite, try and get another relic? I mean, we're at the boss, but sure, let's try to take on the elite, see what they're like. Nemesis. Well, as I'm not a member of Stars, it should be fine. They're going to exhaust Berserk here, I think, because this guy's probably going to hit hard enough that the extra point is not going to be enough. He's intangible now. Reapplied every other turn. Right, that just makes more sense as to why he's an elite enemy, so. Let's get the ability to defend more. He's just gonna murder me. Okay, let's prevent that negative effects. Now we could use armament to upgrade Bash. We could use Bash, but then just dealing 60 damage seems like it's going to be the right thing to do here. It just automatically uses however much energy you have. Okay. Thought you may have to specify how much you wanted to use. Hey, I did not have artifact. It wasn't a debuff, it was a negative effect. And what does burn do? End your turn, take 2 damage. Cool. It's gonna hit for 30. Okay. I can probably feed him, I think. Thunderclap. Oh, he's got intangible. Ah. Am I dead? No, not quite dead. But getting there. Yeah, if you hadn't been intangible, I could have killed him there. Yeah, deal 22 damage twice. Yeah, you can die then, thanks. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Okay, sure. That's something, I guess. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm probably going to die anyway. Let's just heal up. We got 2/3 of our health for the final boss. 3rd level boss? I don't know how many levels there are. I'm gonna say maybe final boss though. So I've met those cultists before. The awakened one. This enemy hasn't awakened yet. Whenever you play a power card, he gains 1 strength, and every turn he heals 10 HP. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this might be the final boss. Just in case I happen to get any actual block. He's hitting for 40. I'm actually just going to die this turn, I think. I can gain 15 block, and I'm still probably going to die. Yep, that's... I'll go with that might be game here. Gaining magic HP as we gain HP as well. That's pretty good. Darn right I was defeated. Is this my true potential? Okay, we got 490 score, which unlocks something. So that's something. Well fed. Wonder what well fed means. Okay, so you unlock new cards that you can find. Glimmer Break doubles your strength. If the enemy intends to attack, gains 3 strength. Deal 14 strength. Strength affects this card 3 times. Okay. New character. All the cards and trinkets you found. Okay, that's neat. There's a lot of different things you can find. Card library. There's a lot of cards I haven't even seen yet. Cool. Okay, let's do another run. Okay, so since we've done our first run, we've unlocked Daily Climb. And then when you complete a Daily Climb, you unlock Custom. We'll try our standard run, unlocking our person after all. Well, they have different unlocks as well. He's got 4 unlocks remaining, and then the Silent's got 5 unlocks. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Okay. So less HP, but more cards each turn. Eradicate foes with daggers and poison. Sure, let's give it a go. Also, I have the second screen app on, guys. If you guys have any questions, then, you know, it does say things to me and I can answer them. Like, I've only been playing this for an hour or so, but, you know. I am Neo. Reach the boss to receive more blessings. Okay. Max HP plus 7 seems like it would be very useful. We should probably try and go for an elite on the first 4 and see if we can get more relics, because that'll probably be more useful later on. So we go an elite followed by some campfires there. We can get 2 elites if we go that way, get 2 elites if we go that way. Okay, so we're going to want to go up the left hand tree here. Okay, so her cards look different as well. Deal 3 damage, apply weak. Deal 6 damage. It's only have 3 energy though. Gain 8 block and discard the cards. Okay, that's pretty useful. I'm just going to block and buff other. Don't have quite enough to be able to kill them. Okay, so they get entirely different sets of cards as well. Neat. Add 2 shivs into your hand. 0 cost attacks. Exhaust. How much damage does a shiv do? Apply 7 damage, deal 1 weak. If you discarded a card this turn, gain 2 energy back. I mean, I do have things that let me discard cards, but only a couple. I don't know how much damage shivs do, so we'll find that out, I suppose. The board will lose 7 HP here. We can get rid of one of our basic blocks. I'm losing a lot of HP early on. I'll get 2 random cards, sure. Deals 4 damage per shift. Gain 5 dexterity for the turn. Okay. Draw 3 and discard 1. Deal 4 damage to all enemies twice. If enemy has weak, gain an energy and draw cards. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of cards that are given weakness, so that sounds useful. Oh, I haven't seen these guys before. Upon receiving damage, rolls up and gains 3 block. Okay. I should have just killed it. No, it's fine. So splitting the damage. Gain 3 thorns. Oh, that's pretty good. When receiving attack damage, deal damage back. Okay. So here we're going to go for the campfire, upgrade a card, then we'll go for the elite on the left, then use the campfire to heal up from it. That's the plan. See how that goes. Okay. Guess we'll improve dash. Right, what are you? It's a sweep. It gains 8 block every turn. Doesn't have barricade, so that does go away. I'm guessing I'm probably going to wake it up if I hit it. Right, so it's stunned in its first turn. It's going to be 1 point of damage more, I suppose. It's 18. Wow, alright. Let's make it weak. Get a free heal hook in. And then we can block. We can discard the or defend because we have enough block to survive at a hit and hit a little bit. Okay, so dexterity and strength are just down for the rest of the fight. That kind of sucks, but okay. Get a free heal hook in. Yeah, 12 and 12, that works. Yeah, that was tough, but that's okay. Start your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. That's actually really, really good. That's going to help me to whittle away people's armor before I even start attacking them. Right, then we've got skill unplayable. If it's discarded from your hand, draw a card. Okay. Each turn poison is reduced by 1, but they lose HP. Okay. Apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. So, if I'm only fighting one guy, it's going to deal 9 poison. I think that sounds better than the deadly poison. Now we're doing okay for health, and there's another campfire just up there, so maybe let's see what we can upgrade here with the bouncing flask. Okay, that works for me. And we'll let this campfire and we'll heal up. Okay, you're new. Fungi Beast. On death applies 2 vulnerable. It's interesting that that attack the relic doesn't count as making that curl up and get block. So let's see how much damage poison does. It looks like it's showing me the rough amount, but we'll have to wait and see what it actually does. Then we can just strike for 9 damage to this guy. Okay, it does damage equal to the amount of poison they have. So that's actually really strong. Yeah, because if you just keep stacking poison on them, the poison will deal more damage every turn. Okay, poison seems strong. Gain 4 block, next turn gain 4 block. Obtain a random potion. Okay, that sounds like it'd be pretty useful. Gives me an excuse to use potions more regularly. Okay, 200 bucks. What you got for me? Thanks, my hair is pretty good. Deal 8 damage, draw a card. Innate. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Okay, so you get to start each fight with 11 damage. That just deals 5 poison. Sorry, apply 99 vulnerable. 99. That cannot be accurate. Surely. Even 9 vulnerable would be really, really strong. Cat person these days. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. Choose one of 3 random cards added into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. I mean, I've got a couple of expensive cards. Put a skill from your draw pile into your hand. Okay, so you can fetch a skill. It's not the worst, but if you draw your skills first, it's useless. I don't have enough money for that. Whenever you enter a rest site, start next combat with 2 energy. It's not bad, but it's only 2 energy really every time you find a campfire. I mean, you'll have 2 energy for the first round of a boss, I suppose, but... Thanks, Deckard. Whenever you shuffle your discard pile, gain 6 block. Oh, I can't afford it. 4 bucks, sure. Okay, well, I'm not going to buy the Ancient Tea set. So, Discovery would probably be okay. Depends on the card you're adding. Backstab sounds pretty good. Terror sounds ridiculous, so we're going to buy that. And we can afford Deadly Poison as well? We can. And let's get any. Sure, Backstab. I'll take on an arrow each, sure. What are you? A gremlin knob. Well, we can do that straight away. We haven't done the vulnerable thing, have we? No. We'll just backstab to start. And then we're going to poison the heck out of him. And then we can either block, he's buffing. Probably better off just to weaken him, I suppose. We don't have enough points for dash. No, we'll make him weak for next turn. Oh, he's mad. Whenever he plays a skill, he gains 2 strength. Okay. I don't think we'll make him vulnerable for the entirety of time. Sure, if we drink that, we can alchemicize to get a random potion. Oh, whenever I use a skill, he gains power. Deal 10 damage to all enemies, discard a card at random. Now we have 1 point. He has weak, so yeah, I take Heal Hook. Because then I'll gain an energy for using it. I can use Heal Hook again and gain another energy for using it. So we can Blade Dance. Each of those deals 6 damage because he's vulnerable. And if I strike him, he's going to take 11 damage from poison at the start of his turn. I think I'll just kill him. Yep. Enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. That's good, because I'm going to be hunting elites. Gain 5 block, choose 2 cards. Draw a card and discard a card. Let's go with poison. Poison seems to be pretty effective. spike slime. Was HP at 50% or will split into smaller slimes? Okay, that's potentially a nuisance. Let's make it vulnerable. And then we'll backstab it. And then stab it again, or defend ourselves? I mean, we could go for using the speed potion, but I'd rather keep that for the boss fight, just in case it's rough. Let's even get it to half health. Because if it splits into two, like I say, yep, it might end up not attacking. Okay, and it doesn't split again then, which is something I was kind of wondering. Okay. We'll gain 8 block and we'll discard the defense skill. So he's dead from poison this turn. We can alchemize. Gain 5 strength for the turn, okay. Gain 9 block, deal 13 damage. Oh, not enough energy for that. Okay. We can still neutralize though. Apply 3 weak. You know what? I think I'll get rid of the strength potion for a weakness potion instead. Because at least I can use that at the start of the boss fight to backstab him in case I don't draw the vulnerable 99 thing. Costs energy less for each card discarded this turn. Okay. Deal 10 damage. If you discarded a card this turn, gain 2. Deal 8 damage and draw a card. I mean, just hitting for 10 is probably fine. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, and we don't need to heal because we're pretty high. And we need to upgrade something. Okay, how can we upgrade Terror? It costs nothing. Okay, Deadly Poison applies 7 poison. Backstab deals 15 damage. Deal 14 damage. Alchemize costs nothing. Okay, I'm thinking either Terror or Alchemize. They're both things I kind of want to use, so I think Terror? Alchemize. Because he's down if it's something I can use a potion and get a replacement for free, then that's going to be more tempting to use. Right. Okay, it's not the same boss this time. I thought it might be the same boss each turn. Hexaghost. This enemy's intentions are unknown. I wonder if that's his gimmick, is just you don't know what he's going to be up to. Okay, so we can terror him, and that's good forever. He's not attacking. So let's give ourselves thorns. If we can alchemize, free. Fire potion just deals 20 damage, okay. So we could do then, we could backstab, since he's weak. Blade Dance. Strike. And Shiv. 46 damage for your first turn isn't the worst. What? Okay, so we can attack 6 times for 6 damage. That's a lot of damage! That is a lot of damage. Let's make him weak. And let's go ahead and he's down to 4 to 6 now. Still 24 damage. Let's keep him weak for now. It's worth using the dexterity thing now. He might hit harder later. There's a fire potion. We'll poison him. And we can reduce his damage down to 19, I guess, as opposed to hitting him for 9 more. Yeah. That Thorns is really useful then, because he hit me a bunch of times and he took a bunch of damage from it. Okay, so it looks like his fires go out, and then whenever his fires are up, he's going to deal a ton of damage. So the best thing to do here is probably going to be defend before points is taken, and just keep poisoning him. Being able to discard that would be pretty useful, wouldn't it? Okay, so he's weak. So we can use Heal Hook for free. We can poison him more. We get hit for 6. Okay, let's poison him more. And then we'll dash to deal a lot of damage and get block. Continue to poison him. He's hitting for 4. Sure, doesn't really matter which of those we play. I'll hit him for 6. Yeah, poison seems real strong. Trophy earned the ghosts. Maybe get different bosses for each character you play as. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? This turn, your next skill is played twice. Okay. Start your turn, draw a card and discard a card. Next turn, your attacks deal double damage. I think start your turn drawing a card and then discarding a card sounds more useful because, I mean, it also means I can discard stuff like the dazed and ethereal effects I want to get rid of. And it can also help to trigger stuff like that dash skill that gains me energy if I have discarded a card this turn. So let's take Tools of Trade. Attacks that cost 0 deal additional damage, so that'd be useful with shields. They'll each drop an additional relic. Upon pickup, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. I mean, imagine you have to choose from a limited set. I think Black Star. Let's go with elite. We'll go elite hunting. We'll try and get more relics from the elites, because so far all of our relics seem to be pretty useful. So where are the more elites? There's an elite on the left-hand path, campfire on the right. We can get multiple elites in a row, but there's no campfires to rest at along the way. So it looks like if we start on the far left, we can go up and take on that elite, then get the campfire in the middle, get a treasure chest, then get the next elite, and get another campfire to rest at if we need it. Then there's 2 campfires before the boss, in case we're running on fumes. Like, we could go for more elites, but I suppose we can make a decision when we get up there and see how we're getting on. If they've taken a lot of damage from the elites, we can go for the campfire instead. If we have a lot of health, we can go for the extra elite to get more relics. Because relics do appear to be the thing to get you by. Oh, some thieves. Mugger and Looter. They steal the same amount. Okay, that does not make a difference. Let's get a free potion. Fill all your empty slots with random potions. Sure, let's drink a whole bunch. Escape from a non-boss combat, receive no rewards. Gain dexterity. That'll be for the whole fight, so we'll keep that for later. Sure, drink that. And these all cost 0. Deal 6 damage for each attack played this turn. Deal 7 damage. Well, that was going to be 0, so it's no use. Deal 4 damage for each skill in your hands. I don't have that many skills. Let's take Finisher. Because we can take Blade Dance. And then these all count as attacks for Finisher. So let's backstab him. And then we can shiv. The heck out of him. That's going to deal 24 damage then. He's dead. I should have used shivs on him in fairness, but yeah, it's same difference. Then we can deal damage or block. Let's gain 10 block, just to prevent him from dealing damage to us. And then we'll poison him. He still steals your money even if you block him. That seems a bit lame. Just poison the heck out of him. Will you be better to block his damage? Yeah, better to block his damage. He has weak, so that'll hit him for free. And he's dead. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Sure, why not? All enemies lose 6 strength this turn, exhaust. Gain 2 dexterity for the fight. Footwork would be pretty useful. Okay, what we got next? North Hungary. Okay, so I lose a good relic, but I might get a better relic. Preserved Insect is making elites take 25% damage at the start of a fight. Blackstar gets me double the relics when I beat them. So let's gamble. Let's give him the Preserved Insect. Okay, what did I actually get? Game? How do I get into my inventory? Triples the chance of finding rare cards from combat rewards. Okay. I mean, I think I would have rather actually had the one I had, but okay. I'll discard the smoke bomb. Alchemize. Gain 5 strength for the turn. We'll gain some dexterity for the fight. I'll have 7 block. And we'll Blade Dance. Powerful negative effect, huh? He's not weak, is he? No, he's not no phase effects. I haven't got anything to discard. Right, let's just poison the heck out of him. Hex. Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle a Dazed into your attack pile, into your draw pile. Okay, that's a nuisance. I mean, if I gained 5 strength, I'd be able to hit him for 11, 22 damage. Wouldn't really be enough. Yeah, you're dead, buddy. That bouncing flask is really useful. Noxious fumes though. Start your turn, apply 2 poison to all enemies. Yes. That's something that will trigger for every turn of the fight. The bouncing flask is nice for adding 12 poison, but being able to add poison every turn sounds way more useful. Okay, so we can make it terror. I'll take the strength potion this turn. Replace it with a fire potion. Okay. Deals 16 damage plus 50%. It's going to hit me pretty hard. Let's gain 8 block and discard one of the regular strikes. And sure, let's use Tools of Trade. We'll discard. He's going to hit me pretty hard again, isn't he? Discard the strike. Should I not have more cards? Because I normally draw 7. Now I would have drawn an extra one and discarded one. But it kind of looks like I drew that instead of the Snake Ring effect. Oh, it's the start of each combat, sorry, not each turn. I'm being dumb. This is why you should be watching my channel, is for all the wrong things I'm saying about all the wrong things I'm doing. So we can get 18 block, and preventing most of the damage. I'd rather poison him and get 13 block. I'll get rid of another one of the standard strikes. We discarded a card this turn, so that means we can do this without losing anything. That worked. I think I'd rather have just those potions and having the weak potion. Do 10 damage, yeah, sure. Let's get that potion. What you got for me? Riddle with holes. Deal 3 damage 5 times. Gain 4 block this turn and next. Retain. Gain an artifact and exhaust. Hand of Greed. Deal 20 damage. If it kills a non-minion enemy, gain 20 gold. That sounds pretty good. I can afford one of the relics though. Effects of your X cards are increased by 2, so X will always be at least 2. I don't have any X cards. I don't have enough for a frozen egg. Or meat on the bone. Getting more gold sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, that'll do. And we have an elite. We only have 2/3 of our health, but you know. Yeah, can I miss that preserved insect now? Slavers and taskmasters. Okay, this could be a good opportunity to use a variety of potions, I think. Let's get some dexterity for this fight. And let's deal 10 damage to all enemies. And we'll get a random potion back. And let's gain some thorns, because they're going to be attacking me. Now, we can then backstab. We can gain more dexterity for the fight, and then we can dash to defend ourselves. I think getting Noxious Fumes going would probably be better, though. Like Noxious Fumes, Footwork into defend to get me 11 defense. Still going to take a pretty hard hit, but I'd be well set up for the rest of the fight. Who do you want to backstab? This guy's hitting me with status effects, this guy's hitting harder. Right now I need to not take as much damage. I'll hit him and see how we get on. Wound. Okay. Haven't discarded a card this turn, nor are we going to. So let's weaken him. He's doing more damage to us, so sure. And I guess we can give vulnerable to him. And we can do bouncing flask. We're taking a lot of damage this turn. If we burn him with a fire potion first, it means the poison will get spread out less. Still going to be taking a lot more damage than I want though. Blade Dance and defend, I think. Okay. Deal 20 damage. Get me some gold, thanks. Start his combat with +1 strength. Okay. After 6 turns, gain 1 intangible. Okay. Tools of Trade is pretty useful. Glass Knife deals 16 damage, increases damage to this card by 2 this combat. I'll take more Tools of the Trade, I think. And yeah, we're going to go for the Campfire next, I think. Cool. Upgrade a card. Okay, what do we want to upgrade? Tools of Trade becomes free to use. Hand Greed deals 25 damage, it gets you 25 gold. Noxious Fumes applies 3 poison. We're going to do 3 dexterity. Terror becomes free. Thinking Hand Agreed, because dealing 25 damage and then getting 25 gold is better than getting 20 and 20. But yeah, let's go and heal a little bit. Now we can go for another elite to the left and then get another campfire after it. If you go right, there's a couple of standard fights followed by campfires, but if I can stick to this left path, there's 2 campfires at the top. It should put me in good shape for the boss. Start your combat with 3 thorns. Cool, yeah. So yeah, just have to get past an elite. That's all. That's all. Those guys are minions. Alright. Minions abandon combat without a leader. Okay. Block and use a buff. And of course I can't use Hand Greed on minions because you don't get the effect. Right. I can gain 8 block and discard a card, and then that will be free. So I'm thinking Footwork, Survivor. No, you have to use that first because you have to have 2 energy to use it to get the energy back. Okay, so let's discard Deadly Poison for this turn. We can kill him off. And we gain 2 energy back. Then we can gain dexterity. Add 3 shivs into our hand. And we can kill off the other minion. And then we can backstab him. That'll minimize the damage we're taking this turn. Get him, boys. Your boys are dead, buddy. Your boys are dead. Let's alchemize. We'll keep that for now. We'll make him weak. And then we will give him poison. And we don't need to walk this turn, so we'll just deal some damage. Mad Gremlin. Okay, so they're going to be hitting for 8. He's going to be blocking and buffing. Noxious Fumes and Dash seems like the right thing to do here. So that'll get me to block for the attacks coming in. Noxious Fumes will help do the rest of the fight. Yeah, that was 2 of the trade, then defend to give me 7 block. I take 1 damage. Yeah, okay. Let's set up 2 of the trade and we'll give ourselves some block. Okay, so he buffs their strength every turn and gives them defenses. We'll discard a regular strike this turn. Man, I've got a lot of things underneath me here. Right. Has to be a non-minion enemy for Hand of Greed. Strike, tools of trade. None of those enemies have weak, do they? No, they don't. I discarded a card this turn though, so I can sneaky strike. Ah, jeez, these guys are just being a nuisance. Set up another tools of the trade, and we'll heel hook the main. He's hitting for 30. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I didn't see he's hitting for 36 damage. I have less health than that. Yeah, I'm straight up dead. And I'm done. Just like that. I underestimated the enemy. I'm watching our character though. Man, those elites do not mess around. Okay, that's the last character like. Combat automating gains self-aware manipulation of orbs. Alright, I'll jump in and see what it's like. Okay, there's no 8 in the middle of that path. So I guess we'll go to the middle upwards. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, what is this lightning stuff about? The end of a turn deals 3 damage to a random enemy. Evoke deals 8 damage to a random enemy. Channeling orb puts in the first time to slot. Okay. Evoke your next orb twice. Okay, so he's kind of like a summoner? And you can channel more. Right, right. Okay, so that's only a use if I actually have frost channels, and I don't have frost channels. Take storm, I suppose. Sure, let's upgrade a card. You start with that in your hand. I don't actually have any other powers, do I? Zap becomes free. Jocast becomes free. Let's improve Zap, so make it free. Is there another shop up there? There is. I'll go to the shop. Okay, so that starts off dealing less damage in strike, but gets more damaging every time you use it. That sounds pretty good. Rip and tear. You've got massive guts. Remove all your orbs, gain energy, and draw a card for each orb removed. At the end of combat, heal 7 HP. Huh. A membership card, 50% discount. Yeah, that would be pretty good to get. Okay, you can make one of your things innate. I kind of like the sound of claw. Let's get that, and we'll save the rest of our money for next person. So it doesn't count itself as a power card, does it? Good to know. Channel Frost. Gain block. Okay. Yeah, I'll take Cool-Headed. And we'll take on the elite. Ah, this guy again. He's going to hit me pretty hard. And every time I evoke stuff, I'm just giving him more strength, which is going to make him hit me harder. Cool. It's going to be a very short run. That call ability's free as well, so it just gets better and better as you use it. That's neat. It's not going to be enough, is it, game? I should give him poison instead of going to 3 health. That's pretty good. Let's try and go for the campfire. Getting 10 block in energy. Channel Frost, drop 2 cards. Sleep. Cool. And sleep again. Right, what have we got up here then? Got another wheat in the left. Let's go left. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, that's interesting. Nah, these things. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Almost got one killed. Oof. I can see that definitely being a problem. Give me a lot of dazed cards in my deck. Oh boy. They had artifact, of course, dumbass. Maybe biting off more than I can chew here with this elite hunting thing. If your HP is full, gain an energy to start your turn. Great, that's going to be really useful when I have 23 of 89. Permanently increases card block by 2. That's interesting. I don't have capacitor though. Gee, I wonder what I should do. It's a sad slime with a hat that splits into others. Slime boss. Yep, of course. Yep, it's Godfather. I see what they're doing there. It hurts a lot. Ow. Okay, so it's turned into a spike slime and an acid slime. Okay. I am in trouble. Three defense and 6 defense is just not enough here, game. I'm dead, aren't I? Pretty close. Okay, now I'm dead because I can't defend myself enough. 3 block is not enough to defend against even 7 damage. Never mind the other 7. But I'll have the block from the orbs as well. If all 3 of my lightnings hit the same slime, which it didn't, of course. I'm dead. That was tricky. Well, we've tried all 3 characters now. It's just come out on 1 o'clock, so it seems like a good time for me to take a break and get some lunch. And then come back, and I think I'll play some more. I'm liking this a lot. This is really fun. The card mechanics are really neat. The way they interact with each other and build on different mechanics is really fun. I think I'm going to probably try playing the Silent again, because her poison stuff seemed really, really strong. And I'll try and get a bit further with her. Maybe not go quite as crazy as I did going for elites, but I still think I got screwed over with the giving a relic to that weird guy, Kanoth, was it? Because if I'd had the 25% less health on elites, maybe I would have taken less damage earlier, would have been okay against that mob. No way to know for sure, I suppose. The defect seemed like an interesting idea, but I don't really know about him. We'll probably play everyone for a while to get more unlocked, you know. But yeah, I think we'll play the Silent again next. We'll probably try Daily Climb next, actually. Just unlock the custom mode and see exactly what's in that. But yeah, I really like this. And I'm going to play more of it over the course of the day. In the meantime, thanks for watching. And if you want to see me be bad at Slay the Spire for the rest of the day, then, you know, there's that subscribe thing that tells you when I'm playing video games badly. So, hopefully see you later.